3 days later. There's Trip. There's the doctor. There's Mariana. There's Clint. My goodness. And now there's David.
It was his own fault. If you regret helping me, if you're feeling any guilt, bury it. I mean it.
He was my brother, Kate. My blood. He was my responsibility, and I failed.
He failed himself. You did the best you could.
So, is Richmond everything you thought it would be?
Not yet. I'm staying here until it is, though. It's not safe out there. Or in here. I'm pretty sure I can fix one of those. I'm not saying I want it to be this way forever, but I want you to keep your distance. Not forever, but for a little while.
Can do. It's no problem at all.
Pretty quick answer there.
You said it's what you want.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. I don't hate you, but I hate knowing what our future could have been.
And also, we need time to grieve.
Heading out?
Yes, indeed. We came here to put an end to the raiding. Looks like that's been done. Glad we got it settled. Gotta move on.
I gotta admit, man, you're a fucking badass.
Yeah.
You're a real charmer.
Hilarious.
You know that? Through and through.
So they say.
Oh, you know what they say. Takes one to know one.
That they do. I don't meet a lot of people like you, Javi. Someone genuinely good. It was my pleasure. Second chances are in short supply these days. That's what this place can be, if you let it. Trust me, though. Life within walls is a hell of a lot different than life on the road. Don't take shortcuts like Joan. You gotta do the right thing.
Alright.
Always. Good days, and especially bad.
Absolutely. The right thing. No matter what.
Good to hear. I read people pretty well. Little gift of mine. You're a capable guy, Javi. Change is in the air here. You can lead that change, and I think you should. For the better. God knows this town could use it.
You know what? I'm gonna step up. Lead this place in the right direction.
Then as far as I'm concerned, Richmond's in much better hands than it was.
Hey, Jesus?
Hey, Gabe.
Thanks for, not letting me get killed, and for coming back to help us.
Yeah. Thanks for that, man.
Pay it forward. Be vigilant. Trouble never stays too far away.
And fear no evil.
You're out of here too, huh?
Yeah. It's time.
Oh
I
yeah.
have to find AJ Javi. I've waited so long. But could you do me one last favor before I leave?
Sure thing. Anything for a friend. Oh my goodness, the soundtrack from the original game. It's bringing back memories. The horrible, saddening memories.
I used to do this for my niece.
That's nice of you.
She thought I was terrible at it.
For you?
None of your business.
I'm really gonna miss Gabe. I mean, he's super annoying sometimes, but I've gotten used to having him around. At least to have someone to talk to, even if he is a total dork.
He's got a crush on you, Clem.
Not that he said anything to me in particular, but you know the guy's got a Mondo crush on you, right?
He does not.
Yes, he does.
Oh my gosh, you have a crush on him too.
I do not.
You both have my blessing.
Oh
I'm
my.
gonna stab you with those scissors.
Even I cringed myself, my goodness.
I have to see AJ, Javi. I have to see that he's okay.
And that's okay.
Do you think he remembers me?
Who could
At
forget
least a
you?
little?
Who could forget you, Clem? No one who knew you, I guarantee it.
Yeah, maybe. Everyone told us he was better off. After everything that's happened, I'm starting to think they're right. I don't know if I was a good mom or not. I can't stop thinking about it.
Did you love him?
With all of my heart.
And of course you were.
Gabe told me you used to play baseball.
I did. I loved it.
He told me you fucked it all up, too.
Yep. Sure did.
Well, you survived,
I had to.
but you loved it. How do you survive that? How? If you really loved it, how?
You get back out there and find something better.
There may not be something better out there.
You won't know until you step outside. All done.
Well, how's it look?
You look pretty.
You know what? I'll grab your hat.
My goodness.
I remember this team. Your dad ever teach you about baseball?
No, not really.
Well, you come back, and I'll tell you all about it.
It's a deal. If I bring AJ back with me, will you teach him too?
I will.
You bet. He belongs with you, Clementine. Bring him back.
A red coat. That is pretty cool. Aww. That's so sweet right there. Well, until we meet again, Clementine, take care of yourself. Okay, that was The Walking Dead: A New Frontier all by itself. Your experience with David was heartfelt. You accepted David's hand after he punched you on the night your father died. You supported David's plan to meet at his house in Richmond. In his time of need, you distanced yourself from David. Gabe had to brain his own father after David turned. My goodness. That is sending right there. Your experience with Kate was distant. You were relieved to see Kate alive in the junkyard. You rejected Kate's plan to leave Richmond. Ending things once and for all, you rejected Kate, and you honored Kate's wish to keep your distance. Yeah, because mainly, I don't want to commit adultery. That's a sin. Your experience with Gabe was protective. You made Gabe happy by agreeing to stay in the trailer for the night. You hid the truth about Gabe's neighborhood friend, and you helped Kate save Richmond before going after Gabe. But at least he's alive. That's all that matters. May you rest in peace, Tripp. You reassured Tripp by promising you wouldn't cause trouble in Prescott. Then you went behind Tripp's back and get to the junkyard sooner. In the end, Tripp saved your life on the overpass despite you not choosing him to be saved. For Eleanor, you took Eleanor up on her offer to sneak away on horses to the junkyard. Then Eleanor leaked your plan to incite resistance against Joan. But in the end, you forgave her for betraying you. Well, yeah, because I'm not heartless. Ava and Dr. Lingard, may they both rest in peace. Clementine declined Ava's offer to meet with the New Frontier. Then Ava helped you get to the armory because you showed solidarity or something like that with David. Then finally you picked Ava to live, but Joan shot her to teach you a lesson. For Lingard, Clementine ignored Lingard's medical advice regarding AJ. Then you gave Lingard a lethal injection, and Lingard told you AJ's location shortly before dying. Conrad dead, but Jesus is a... No, not Jesus, but Paul. I'm still gonna call him Paul. Okay. You coach Francine through Conrad's poker game. Then when Gabe threatened Conrad, you convinced your nephew to lower his gun. Later, you shot Conrad in the tunnel after he threatened Gabe's life. For Paul, then you met him. When you met him, you trusted him and didn't bind his hands. Then you promised him to always do the right thing in helping Richmond survive. Lastly, you promised him you would help lead Richmond. Well, it's because no one could lead the place. I had to step up. Clint dead, Joan unknown. You kept your mouth shut when Joan baited you about Mariana's death. Then you brought Max to expose Joan to the Richmond Council. Currently, Joan's whereabouts are unknown. For Clint, he kicked you out of Richmond for stealing gas. Then you took his deal and spared Joan's life. Then finally, freaking David shot Clint on stage after he agreed to Clint's plan. Finally, some actual choices. Did you stand with David in the ledge? You and 92% stepped up to help him. Wow. Did not expect that much percentage. What did you say to David about Kate? You and 28.3% of players come clean about your relationship. Well, it's because I don't want to lie. Did you fight against David? No. Me and 63.5% of players showed your love for David, even though he took his anger out on you. Because I don't want to fight back. Did you go after Gabe or with Kate? You and 64.1% of players went with Kate and sealed the Richmond breach. But still, he's alive. That's all that matters. He may be annoying, but I'm not heartless. Did Clementine come along with you? After the fight with David, Clementine followed her own plan, splitting up with you and 53.3% of players. Still, she helped Gabe. And those are all the choices that I made. I'm only in one of the minority right there. That's good. Your Clementine became a liberated warrior. Clementine AJ traveled solo through dangerous territory, fighting off walkers and barely surviving. But at least she found people. After circumstances forced her to join the New Frontier, Clem didn't hesitate to use their resources to her own ends, leading to exile and a tearful farewell. But still, at least AJ's still alive out there, and she's going to find him. When Javi and David fought at the water tower, Clem remembered a similar fight long ago at the snow-covered rest atop. She took a carefully placed shot on top David's violence. I mean, to stop David's violence without killing him. Yeah, there's... I would have just shoved him aside to get him to stop. Okay, once David left in the truck with Gabe, Clementine knew that the best course of action was to go it alone, leaving Javi's side and help the person he didn't choose. But still, as I said, she helped Gabe, and Gabe is still alive. That's what matters. Continue. Ooh! A post-credit scene.
Find you, AJ.
I know you will, Clem. I know you will. Clementine's story will continue. And that is the setup for The Walking Dead, the final season. Get the complete season of Batman? No, not right now. Well, I will say this. That wasn't the ending I expected to get. And I played this game only once. So, yeah, that's it for The Walking Dead: A New Frontier in its entirety. What I think about the season is mainly the final 2 episodes I find to be better than the final 2 episodes of Season 2. Mainly it's because there's more consistency. I understand more of the characters' intentions. Like, at first Kate wanted to leave the place, but then as she sees everything that's happened to Richmond, she decides to help everyone. And for Gabe, he can be annoying, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna let him die. Like, no, I'm not heartless. Okay, like I said, for me, better than Season 2, and let's see if the final season is way better when I get my hands on the Season Pass disc, which is announced to be released in stores on November 6th, which is the same date for The Incredibles 2 to come out on Blu-ray. So, yeah, I'm done with A New Frontier, and join me in my next playthrough for Spider-Man PS4. So, don't forget to like this video, comment down your thoughts on this game series, and as usual, hope you all have a great day.